Today I am taking up lesson number 4, alternative signs for R and H. We know R has got two forms. This is called downward R and this is called upward R or ray. So in this chapter we learn when we have to write this downward R and when we have to write this upward R. So in the word air, when a word begins with a vowel, downward R is written. That is, when a preceding vowel comes before R in the beginning, then R is written downward, as in the word air, array, Arab, etc. When the word ends with R, then in that case the rule is, if vowel follows R, that is, if vowel comes after R, upward R or ray is written, otherwise downward R is written. For example, for R is at the downward, at the end downward R is there, because after R there is no vowel. But tarry, after R there is vowel, it is written upwards. In the same way, tar, R is at the end, there is no vowel after R, it is written downward. But tarry, after R, vowel is there, it is written upward. Next, before N, R is always written downward, whether vowel precedes or follows. As in the examples, Rome, ream, rim, army, armor, room, aroma, etc. So these are the three rules to write downward R and upward R. The first rule is, when a word begins with R, if there is a vowel, we have to write downward. If the R comes at the end, if the vowel follows, we have to write upward R. If the vowel doesn't come, then you have to write downward R. Before N, R is always written downward. The consonant H has also two forms. One is upward form of H, the another one is downward form of H. This upward form of H is most commonly used form of H. 99% of the cases we always use upward form of H. Downward form of H is used only in two cases, when H is immediately followed by K and G. We use the downward form. Example: happy, hope, heavy, etc. When H is followed by K and G, it is written downwards. For example, Hague, Hague, etc. When H is followed by K and G, H is written downwards. Now you can ask a question. For happy, you could have written downward H and P, but we have written upward H and P. The reason is we prefer here upward H. The reason is if you write downward H and P while taking speed, to take the next outline, to come to the line of writing, it takes so much of time. If you write upward form of H, to come to the line of writing, it is only this much. The time taken will be very short. That's why we prefer upward H to downward H. In the case of Hake also, so we write downward H and K when it is followed by K and G, downward H. But we could have written upward H and K also. But here we prefer downward H. The reason is the same thing. If you write downward H and K, to come to the line of writing, your hand should move only so much. If you write upward H and K, to come to the line of writing, your hand should move so much. So here, hence we prefer downward H. So this is how we make use of the alternative forms for H and R. Now, in the textbook you take exercise 13. So, you write the outlines 3 times. You write the outlines 3 times. And then every time you think about what is the rule applied in those outlines. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the WhatsApp number. In the same exercise 14, you write the outlines first and then see the key and check up whether you have written correctly. Next, in this chapter, the grammalogs that come are put. It is represented by writing P through the line. B, it is represented by writing B on the line. It, T, is written on the line. Had, D, is written above the line. Do, D, is written on the line. If you write D through the line, it represents difference or different. Che above the line, it represents much. Che on the line, which. Now, exercise 15. So, before going to this exercise, you have to write the outlines, 13 and 14 exercises. You practice grammalogs, each grammalog 1 page each, and then you take the dictation. Now, I will give the dictation of exercise 15 at a slower rate. After practicing, you can take the dictation, transcribe it, and check with the key. See, in each exercise before starting, he writes read, copy, and transcribe. You have to read the outlines, shorthand outlines. You have to copy the shorthand outlines, and you have to transcribe so that you can get good outline and good speed. Now, dictation. Exercise 15. 1. Repair of the road to the ferry should make a difference. 2. Which of the two do they say should put up the 4th pillar? Question mark. 3. They had to take a different route to the heat. 4. They hope to be at the fair tomorrow, and the car should be at the door at 2, TWO 2, full stop. 5. It should make a difference to Murray and Haig. Next, exercise 16. Now here it is in longhand. See the longhand and write the shorthand outlines. Check up with the key and try to read as many times as possible the shorthand outline so that you will be able to read at a higher speed. And then only you start taking dictation. Now I will give dictation of exercise 16. Get ready. 1. They hope to reach Orkney on the 4th of May. 2. The red color on the door and the yellow on the window had a poor effect. 3. He ought to be fair and pay the difference to Reed and Hannah. 4. If they get the money, it should make much difference to the firm. 5. They had a heavy mail on Monday. 6. Tom saw the head of the firm leave at 4 or so. This is the end of the chapter. Thank you.